Hey yo guys, what's up? It's me, your boy Sam and Galaxy. Today we're going to talk about which banner is the best to pull, Kafka or Blade. So let's get right straight into it. Probably most of you are free to play player, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to compare the 4-star unit rate up in each banner, From Blade banner, we have Arlan, Shushang, and Natasha, while from Kafka banner, we have Luca, Sampo, and Serval. So why did I mention those 4-star character units? Because if they have higher eidolons, well of course they will be much stronger when you build them. That's also one of the reasons why Honkai Star Rail players will pull from a certain banner. So let's go back to Blade's banner to see if the 4-star unit in there are really good that you might reconsider to pull from Blade banner. So I'm not really going to explain in-depth explanation on how their kits work, but for Ireland, he's really heavily quite reliant on his constellation or idol. I'm sorry about that. Well, don't ask me, guys, if how or why is he relying on his Eidolon, because we want to make this video ended as soon as possible. You can just read on their skill description on the character bank, in your settings. So let's go to the Sushang. Sushang is a really great 4-star physical hunt. So what hunt means? She's a really good single target DPS unit. As for Natasha, well, she's really good, man. She's the only 4-star healer unit that you can use right now if you don't have Bailu or Luoche. So, is it worth it to pull from this banner? Well, for me, it's really worth it if you're just starting the game. Because Arlan can be your second DPS unit. He works like Blade 2, but he needs shield. And he don't want to be healed. He just wants to be low health as much as possible so he can deal a lot of damage. Although Zhushang is a DPS too, but surely he will help you a lot on Memory of Chaos later on, because some monster don't have lightning weakness like Arlan, so you're gonna switch out to Zhushang. If the enemy have physical weakness, then surely you can switch out to Zhushang. Of course, each of us have different lineups or comps in your team, so I'm going to use my main account as an example to see if it's worth it to pull for Blade. As you can see from the screen, this is my Memory of Chaos team. Jingwen as a DPS on the first team, and the second will be Danhang, and third will be King Kue. If I met some enemies that have quantum weakness, then I'll switch out to King Kue. Vice versa. I'll, s- I'll still plan to build more in the future if they release another element DPS. But for now, I'm gonna build the OP support like Asta, Taehyun, Bella, Yukong, and Blade Banner will be skippable for me because I already have Win DPS, which is Danhang. So yeah, I think that's it for my main account. So this is my second account. I will use this as another example. As you can see, I already raised sample, so meaning I will skip again on Blade for Kafka. I'm also waiting for Luca. So this is my first team, which focuses on Clara, March 7 as an shielder aggro, and Natasha will be healer of course, and Tingyun will be support for Clara for additional damage. So this is my second team for now, and we have Hook as an DPS, Sampo, Bella, and Luocha of course our healer. And we're going to change that differently. If we got Kafka and Luca, we'll see. And of course, we'll build another team for Hook if we got two of them. But for now, that will be it. So let's go to the Kafka Banner. As you can see, my Smurf will agree to pull from Kafka because we're going to build dot teams in there. But my main account, it's an another easy skip because again, Kafka is a lightning DPS unit or sub DPS, I don't know. And we've already got Jingwon on there, so no need for another lightning DPS or character unit. Unless it's a support, tanker, or healer, it will be pretty good to pull for that. Okay, now let's talk about Kafka Banner if it's really worth it for you to pull. So if your Kafka seems, you really want to get her no matter what happens, then it's really worth it to pull from Kafka Banner. Because the 4-star character right up in there will be really helpful from her kit. So what does Luca do? He can deal bleed damage, while Samco wind shear and Serval will be lightning dot. I don't know what it called, but I think Serval will not need it in there. You just need to replace her to another healer. And I have heard Kafka have a 100% uptime to her shock. Oh, there you go, shock. So, so that's what it calls. I just remember. At the end of the day, it's still up to you guys on which character you need badly on your account. But don't always forget the number one golden rule. Alright, and you know what it is? Waifu husbando over meta. Alright, guys, there's no arena in here. No need to pull for meta unless you really like the character. It's really up to you guys. And that's all, guys. Thank you for watching this video. So this blade is light spender, so if you want to watch on what this blade can do, then go ahead, you can just continue. As you can see, pretty good traces, and you also have exclusive blade light cone. And there you go, two piece. Definitely light spender. The next will be Eidolon E2. Okay, that's kind of good. So in this stage, we'll battle Phantylia, at last stage, and I will leave it up to you guys if it's wrong or not. And I have a decent support in here, and I think the outcome will be pretty good.
Don't get complacent. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
More enemies. Time for a buzz. You'll pay for this. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set.
Can I have fun this time? This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Failed to send you. Let's settle this. Bloom.
Good as new.
Receive divinity. Repay. Eternal sleep is the dead return!
A blade knows no mercy. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you. Failed to send you.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I'll see you off. Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Dare you?
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
You're wasting my time.
I underestimated you.
Our roots run deep.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
Unnecessary.
Repay.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Time to end this.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
That paradise may be unreached. Savor it for me. I will dispatch you.
I'm